In this video, we are going to be looking at addition in binary. I hope you can still remember that binary is the same thing as base 2 number. So numbers in base 2 are called binary. Do you understand? Now let's take examples. Now if I asked you to add these two numbers together, 101 in base 2 plus 10 in base 2. Now this is pretty simple because you've been doing addition since primary school. So you still do it the same way, we just need a little tweak. Now let's try to do this. We have 101 in base 2 plus 10 in base 2. Can we go? 1 plus 0 is 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. Now because there is nothing here, I just bring down 1. So I have 111 in base 2. Do you understand? Can you see that it's simple? Now let's take another question. We have add 110 in base 2 plus 10 in base 2. Now we are still going to do it the way we did this. We have 110 in base 2 plus 10 in base 2. Now you need to listen attentively. 0 plus 0 is 0. 1 plus 1 is 2. But I can't write 2 because it is in base 2. Remember, I told you in a previous video that all the digits must be less than the base. So each of these digits is supposed to be less than 2 because we are working in base 2. Now because I cannot write 2, what do? I divide. So I have 2. What do I divide by? I divide by the base, which is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, remainder 0. You write the remainder, which is 0. And then we carry the quotient, which is 1 on top. Do you understand? 1 plus 1 is 2. I can't write 2 because each of the digits must be less than the base. So I divide. Now I've already divided here. I got 1, remainder 0. So I write the remainder 0. Now there's no number up, so I put 1 by the side. Do you understand? And don't forget we are working in base 2. So the answer is 1000 in base 2. Do you get? Let's take another example. Now this time around, I have 111 in base 2 plus 11 in base 2. Now let's do this. 111 base 2 plus 11 in base 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. I can't write 2 because each of the digits is expected to be less than 2. So I divide. I divide by the base, which is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, remainder 0. I write the remainder. I carry the quotient. Do you understand? So I have 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. I can't write 3. Why? Each of the digits is supposed to be less than the base. So what do? I divide. 3 divided by what? The base, 2. 1, remainder 1. Can you see? So I write the remainder 1. I carry the quotient, 1. So I have 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. But I can't write 2. So I divide. 2 divided by 2 is 1, remainder 0. I write 0. Now there is nothing on top. So I put the 1 by the side. So the answer is 1010 base 2. Let's take another example. So I have 11 in base 2 plus 101 in base 2 plus 111 in base 2. We've got 3 numbers. Now we are going to write the ones with 3 digits first before we write the one with 2 digits. Do you understand? So we have 101 base 2, 111 base 2, then we write 11 base 2. Do you understand? So can we add this? 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. But remember, I can't write 3. So I divide by the base 2. 2 in 3 is 1, remainder 1. So I write the remainder 1. I carry the quotient. So now I have 1 plus 0, 1, plus 1, 2, plus 1, 3. I can't write 3. I divide. I have 1, remainder 1. So I write 1. And then I carry 1. Does this make sense? 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is still 3. I can't write 3, I divide. 2 divided by 3 is 1, remainder 1. So I write 1. Now there's nothing up again, so I put the 1 by the side. And remember, in base 2. So my answer is 1, 1, 1, 1. Let's take another example. Now I have 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 in base 2 plus 1, 1, 1 in base 2. Now let's do this. 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 base 2. And then we have 1, 1, 1 base 2. You can see I'm arranging this. I'm not doing it like this. 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, then 1, 1, 1. No. 1, 1, 1 like this. Do you understand? 1 plus 1 is 2. We can't write 2. Why? Because each of the digits must be less than the base. So I divide by what? By the base. 2 divided by 2 is 1, remainder 0. What do I write? The remainder 0. I carry the quotient 1. 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3. I can't write 3. I divide. 2 in 3 is 1, remainder 1. So I write 1, the remainder. I carry 1, the quotient. 1 plus 0 is 1, plus 1 is 2. But I still cannot write 2, so I divide. So I'm having 2 divided by 2, 1 remainder 0. That will be 0, carry 1. Do you understand? 1 plus 1 is 2. I can't write 2, so I divide. I still have 1 remainder 0, so I write the remainder 0. I carry the quotient 1. 1 plus 1 is still 2. I can't write 2. I divide. I'm still having 1 remainder 0, so I write the remainder 0. Now there is nothing up again, so I put 1 by the side. So we have 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0 in base 2. Do you understand? Let's take another example. So I have 1, 1, 1, 1 in base 2 plus 1, 1, 1 in base 2. Can we do this? 1, 1, 1, 1 base 2. 1, 1, 1 base 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. I can't write 2. I divide. 2 in 2 is 1, remainder 0. So I write the remainder 0. I carry 1. 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1 is 3. I can't write 3. So I divide. 2 in 3 is 1, remainder 1. I write the remainder. I carry the quotient. 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. I can't write 3. I've divided it here already. 1 remainder 1. So I write 1. I carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, remainder 0. So I put 0, which is the remainder. There is nothing up again, so I put 1 by the side. So my answer is 1, 0, 1, 1, 0 in base 2. Do you understand? Let's take another example. So we have this question, 1, 1, 1 in base 2 plus 1, 1, 0 in base 2 plus 1, 1 in base 2. Now let's do this. We have 1, 1, 1 in base 2 plus 1, 1, 0 in base 2 plus 1, 1 in base 2. Now listen attentively. 1 plus 0 is 1, plus 1 is 2. I can't write 2. I divide by the base 2. 2 in 2 is 1, remainder 0. So I write the remainder 0. I carry the quotient 1. Now look carefully. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. I can't write 4. So I divide by the base, which is 2. 2 in 4 is 2, remainder 0. So I write the remainder 0. I carry the quotient 2. Do you understand? Now we have 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. Now I still cannot write 4, so I divide. I have 2 remainder 0. I write the remainder 0. Now because there is nothing on top, I'm supposed to write 2. But I remember I can't write 2 because I'm working in base 2. So I divide 2 by 2 again. Do you get? So 2 in 2 is 1, remainder 0. So I write the remainder first, 0. And then I put 1 by the side. So my answer is 1, 0, 0, 0, 0 in base 2. Do you understand? Let's go over it again. 1 plus 0 is 1. Plus 1 is 2. We can't write 2. We divide. We got 1 remainder 0. We write 0. We carry 1. Do you understand? Now we have 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. I can't write 4. So I divide. When I divide, I got 2 remainder 0. I write 0. And then I carry 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. But I still cannot write 4. So I divide. I got 2 remainder 0. Now I wrote 0. Now because there's nothing up again, I'm supposed to write 2 here. But I remember I can't write 2 because I'm working in base 2. Each of the digits is expected to be less than 2. So I divide 2 by 2 again. So I get 1 remainder 0. So I put 0 and put 1 by this side. I hope you understand. So don't forget, the key is that each of the digits must be less than the base. 1 is less than 2. 0 is less than 2. Each of the digits must be less than the base. Do you understand?